Yep. You right there, ladies and gents, how is it going? You find me out in sunny Kent. It is glorious out. It is a glorious, glorious day. This is my first time in the county trail riding, and I'm being led by Mick, Mellow Mick R1, who invited me up here to show me his lanes very kindly. He's on a beta cross trainer, little two-stroke jobby. It was actually something that I was considering getting before this bike, or instead of this bike rather. And then in front of me is Darren, and he's on a KLX 250, can't remember, sorry Darren. Yeah, it's going to be an awesome day. I'm on my skinny little 390 Beta RR. I've not ridden this for ages. I had a little scare yesterday when I was prepping the bike. Yeah, it wouldn't start, and it turned out the starter button had just burnt a bit, so it needed just a little bit of TLC, but it's all working fine now. I've not really a lot of idea what to expect from today. Obviously it's very dry and warm, yeah, it's going to be a bit of dust, as you can see, but I believe there's going to be a little bit of chalk, some clambers, mentioned some steps, and it also mentioned ruts, hard ruts, which I'm not a fan of. But we will see how we get on. We will see in DDD. And because I'm on the little beta, I might find it's all absolutely lovely for me, because I've been riding the Aprilia so much. But yeah, it's going to be a wicked day. I really am looking forward to this. I've been looking forward to it for a while. Man, I've said I'll go at the back. All the dust.
Keep that bar. Drop a side down.
So today I'm wearing my sort of more motocrossy stuff. I've got my full-on motocross boots on, knee pads, motocross jeans, and an MX jersey with my Nox Urban Pro something or other body armour as well. And it's all good, baby, it's all good. Nice and lightweight, breathable. Oh, and yeah, I'm wearing my off-road helmet as opposed to my adventure one, which means that I've got a lot more airflow, and I'm wearing goggles, which is grand, because that means I can get airflow and protect my eyes from the dust. Awesome, it's a win. But because I am using that crash helmet, I haven't worn it for ages, the camera angle might be a bit jaunty, and the audio might be a bit funny, because I haven't run this setup for a little while, and I can't remember how it's supposed to be. But yeah, hopefully everything's hunky-dory. We'll be getting a nice little pace along here. I mean, it's not a difficult trail, but we're getting a nice little pace along here, and if that's the way things follow today, and I can keep up with them, I'm all for that. Oh, here we go. Lug. So both of these chaps have their own YouTube channels, but like I say, Mellow Mick is the one that's hosting me today. I will put links down below to them both. I'd really appreciate it if you went and followed them all and had a look at some of their content. Obviously it might not be for you, but you might enjoy it, you might like it. I'll also put a link to their channels at the end as well. So yeah. Right, that's all that stuff done. Let's get riding. I feel like I already have. We went straight into it. Easy trail, but straight into it with a bit of pace. Much faster than I ride normally on my Aprilia on new lanes to me, but then much lighter motorcycles. Wow, it's like riding a BMX on this thing. Not that we're doing anything difficult, but I'm so used to riding the Aprilia. This is like, oh, it's amazing. It really is good. I am well chuffed to be out on this bike after so long. By the way, Darren, if you think you're holding me up, you very much aren't. I'm just tagging onto the back of you, mate. Just tagging onto the back of you. That was as comfortable a pace as I'd want to go along there. Awesome. That was wicked, mate. That was wicked. It's probably fine, mate. It's probably fine. But I've just got it on film. Well, that's the trouble, isn't it? You've got to keep your eyes on swivels when you're a professional driver, don't you? All right, mate? Yeah. All right, take care. Have a good day. I'll soon know if it feels like it's losing air. Alright, let's crack on. Well, that was a bit of drama that I didn't really want. And as the van came around the corner, we'd all got off and moved our bikes out of the trail, out of the lane, and yeah, he blew and ran over with his rear wheel and my front wheel. It seems okay at the moment, but if it starts losing air, then that could be game over with the tubeless system fitted, and I could be quite stranded. So hopefully it'll be alright. It seems to have some air in it still, so it's not like I've lost all air, so it hasn't punctured the bladder, I don't think, but it might have knocked some of the pressure out of the main tyre. But we'll see how we get on. I'm absolutely loving this, being on a lightweight motorcycle that goes around all the dirty bits with no bother whatsoever, no struggles. It's just easy peasy, even on the routes. It's just easy peasy. Oh yeah, this is good. So we're out on the Pilgrims Way, which is basically the trail that we're following, which is a very old trail. Yeah, and a lot of it's tarmac, a lot of it's trail, a lot of it's through houses like this. This little stretch that we're on now, apparently it gets a bit rutted in a bit, and we'll see how we get on. Obviously with my aversion to hard ruts, it could be a challenge or it could be not, but there's horse poo down, so we've got to mind our P's and Q's. Geez, slow shrubbery. This is grand. I finally wish I was shorter. But yeah, that horse poo did look quite fresh, but they could have been going the other way. But yeah, just gotta make sure that we don't run into anyone and scare their little horse, or big horse. Could be a big horse. I'm trusting Mick and choosing the line he chooses. I'm assuming he's familiar enough with all this to know best. Ah, oh, it's so nice having my stakes pegs. Oh, Rooty McTooty. Hello, Roots. Rocks. Boulders. Yes. So, Mick is well into his two-strokes. Well, as is Darren. Darren's got a DT125 as well. I don't know whether he's got anything else. But Mick's got a few two-strokes. He's got the cross trainer that he's on. He's also got a DT125. Might have two, I'm not sure. And he's also got an RD. I'm not sure which, whether it's just the 125 he's got, but he does have an RD 125. He might have a bigger one, I don't know. But yeah, he's a proper biker, a proper bike nut. Well, this is good. This is a little bit challenging, as in the holes and stuff periodically. I think this is probably where it's going to get rutted. It's actually not too bad a rut. It's quite big because it's all 4x4ified, but yeah, just very overgrown. Now we're in the middle rut, which might not be so good. Easy peasy. We survived, happy and alive. Thanks Lavie and Ollie for that tagline.
Stay in the middle of it.
Okay, I'm following you. I'm assuming you know where you're going.
I ain't got a clue. Right,
It's switched out to the middle. Oh, dust. This is great. This is absolutely lovely. Perfect riding conditions for this sort of surface anyway. Quite hard packed dirt. And this bike just goes where you point it. I mean, a lot of people like a heavier bike. I was speaking to Teapot One up at the ABR festival, and he's like saying he much prefers riding around on his big GS 1250 when he's on the gravel and stuff like that, than on a skinny bike like this, because he feels it's all more planted. And I get what he's saying, but then he's a big lad. He can get his feet down when he needs to and bail out when he needs to a lot easier, whereas my little legs means that getting off or having to try and put a foot down to stop the bike falling over is a lot harder. I'm just mindful that this rut could narrow up and then start scaring me, so I'm just trying not to overstretch. Oh, nice. Awesome. That was epic. Yeah. I felt like a bunny rabbit darting through all that.
I'm quite lucky, I know where the holes are.
Yeah. Well, my front tyre seems to be holding up okay, which is good, a relief. So basically the Pilgrims Way is exactly that. It's a route the Pilgrims used to take heading over to the Holy Land, and yeah, it's almost like it's effectively a Roman road. It probably is a Roman road, I'm assuming, being post-Jesus and all that sort of stuff, and for the Crusades and everything. But yeah, it goes all the way down to Dover, effectively. And yeah, like I say, some of it is on tarmac, some of it is on trails like this. It's a well-trodden path. I'm not sure how many Christians make the pilgrimage these days all the way, because I think it goes through France as well once you get on the other side. But yeah, it's mega that we've got it as a byway open to all traffic. There was one bit earlier we missed out, but that's just because a local keeps putting his own locks on the gate, stopping people getting through, which has been reported to the Kent County Council apparently numerous times. Oh man, being on this little bike is amazing. Oh, Rutty McTutty. It's so good being in better kit for this sort of weather as well. So good. I mentioned earlier about the camera angle might not be as good and the audio might not be as good. One of the problems with this bike versus the Aprilia is that it's a little bit lower on the bars, and there's no nav tower or anything like that, so you see a lot less of the bike when I'm riding, especially when I'm stood up like I am most of the time. So yeah, I hope it keeps the views engaging enough and enjoyable enough. Epic. Oh yeah, watch out for bugs.
Good.
All good. Apparently this can be quite a fast trail, but you have got the potential for a lot of people, pedestrians, dog walkers and stuff. Yeah, hopefully with it being a midweek ride, there'll be less of that. But what it means is I'm just keeping my distance a little bit further back from Vic, just to make sure that if he needs to stop in a hurry, I can stop without running into the rear of him. Just trying to keep his rear light in view so I can see if he taps his brakes or anything. But it's a bit hard with all this shrubbery. The shrubbery! There's been a shrubbery! Yeah, I mentioned about Mick's RD125LC. I was watching one of his videos the other day and it brought back such awesome memories of when I was an irresponsible youth. I had one back in the day. Mine was definitely not in as good condition as his is. He does look after his bikes. But yeah, it was just like the sound of it, the power band kicking in. It was just amazing to watch. Yeah, if you're into your 2T road bikes, do check out his channel. Oh, this is turning into a big old plug, isn't it? More about the riding. Right, let's go. This is epic little trail. I'm so glad I'm on this bike rather than the Aprilia. I love that Aprilia, and I know that's the bike that I've got at the moment that gets all the views, but I ride bikes for me, not for you lot. If you don't like the videos, that's your tough luck. Wow. What a way to enter a trail. Awesome. So that was a 60-mile-an-hour road onto a blind bend, crossing into a trail that's not marked. Cool little trail, nice woodland undergrowth here. Gives you a reasonable amount of grip, although there's a lot of fallen wood all rotted away and stuff. But yeah, Try not to get too close to Mick, because even though he's familiar, you never know, he could come a cropper, and I don't really want to run him over. That's not really what you do to your host, is it? Oh, tight around here, stinging nettles. Oh wow, I see what it means. Big old bumps and a tree. Yep. Tight and twisty. Awesome.
You're like this.
Why do I always get nervous when people say that? Kent is an absolutely beautiful part of the country. I mean, the whole of the UK has got its very, very lovely places. Yorkshire was amazing, but down in Surrey and Sussex, where I'm from, we've got some pretty awesome places and scenery to look at and stuff. But it is lovely getting out into the other counties and parts of the UK to explore what we've got available to us. And it's kind of a necessity as well. If we don't use these lanes, then eventually they get taken away from you. So yes, it's always good to make sure you make every opportunity to get out and do some trail riding. That's my thoughts. That's my thoughts. It's just a nice little downhill. There's a slight rut, well, gully where the water has run down here. But yeah, it's a nice steep downhill. It's not scary steep, but just noticeably steep. But now we're onto some chalk, so I'm guessing this gets a bit slimy in winter. And oh, look at that, we've got a tree down. I've got the wrong side, I've gone the lower side. I went the wrong side.
You're under anyway, ain't you?
Yeah, we'll get to,
you sure? You're under anyway, ain't you?
Yeah, we're all good. I'm in gear, so it's not going to roll. Yeah, I should have got off the same side you did. Well, I made that a lot messier than it needed to be. This sort of feels like more normal terrain, all this stuff that I'm doing down here. I guess Kent isn't that far away from Surrey and Sussex, only the next sort of county along, and yeah, it's similar sort of topography, is that the right word for it, with same sort of hills, same sort of surfaces and stuff, so it's all sort of familiar to what I'm used to, just in a different location, and it's very lovely having a different location to play in, having completely new trails in front of me. I'm absolutely loving, I'm really loving. There's some good hills, not scary steep, but steep enough to let you know that you're going down them. And into a farm. Fantastic.
Follow me, I'll be the one laying on the floor.
Okay mate, I look forward to it. Oh, what a beautiful day. It really is a gorgeous day. I really feel like I'm making the most of this summer, this year. It felt like it was very slow to start for us, but it started and it's bang, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot. It's amazing. And playing bikes as best and as much as I can is exactly how I want to be spending my time when the sun's out.
Go down now or round the corner and down?
Okay. Okay.
Which one are you doing?
Well, I'll probably go down there.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
You're really going down?
Yeah. And it's just round to the left there, yeah? Yeah. Stupider, I think.
You're really going down now?
Yeah.
I'm not that brave.
Okay.
I'll go round.
That's right, you can pick up the pieces.
I'll feel you coming down.
See, my thoughts on this. Oh, that, although it is steep, it is short. It is short. So I'm I'm not going to be going down it for very long. Whee! Easy! I wouldn't have wanted to do that for a much longer distance.
Next time I might do it.
Just don't go too fast and don't use too much brakes.
It looks steeper from the top.
It's terrifying. That's why you've got to tell yourself it's not. I'm all for trying new things. I mean, like, had that been a longer descent, then I would have maybe have been a bit more cautious about doing it. But it wasn't for a long distance, so I knew once I get to the bottom, I've just got to steer and everything's fine, hunky-dory. I don't think I'd have done it on the Aprilia, not without having done it on this. Not sure. This is lovely, absolutely lovely. What are you doing down there? Bikes need naps too, they get tired. Mick, there's ruts along here. There's ruts along here, Mick. Yeah, this is one of those ruts that would make me nervous on the Aprilia. But we're out of it now, we're out of it now. Up on the pegs. Whee! Awesome. What a cracking little trail that one is. Cracking little trail that one is. Oh, and I think we've got a view. We've got a view. That is a view. Lovely, eh?
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah, awesome. Where's that there?
That's Crundle.
Crundle. Okay, and that's where we're going to the steps, yeah?
We've got to go up the steps.
Yep.
Then we'll end up doubling back down that one to the farm. And then when we go up onto the next one, you're even higher to view across it.
Oh, brilliant.
So, there's a little church there and all. I nearly died. I know, right? That's right, I would have just left it there.
I'd have taken his bike.
And I literally just stepped off. I didn't even need the floor. I could not get back up on the peg, so I take a little while to set myself.
Yeah.
Can't get back up on the peg, I just think a little clear bit and I can get up.
Yep. I mean that was a narrow rut, that was, and you've got a lot of tyre on the sides of your tyres, so it means that your bike wants to ride up them all the time.
The trouble is, it looked quite wide and flattish.
Yeah.
But it just went along and it just rode up.
I'd say they were the worst ruts that we've come across today. Just because they're the ones that catch you out.
There's possibly one more with worse ruts than that.
Cool.
That's on the way back.
Alright.
This is the hardest bit today.
This
Go and look at it.
Yeah. Alright then, so this is the steps. So let's take a little gander at what these are all about then. So you go up left here, yeah? So cross over here. Yeah, I'll probably cross over here. Or so stay left here.
You can, but that tree's a bit tight.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So yeah, cross here. So up here. And then I could actually go across this way again. And then up that side. Yeah, it looks alright. Go Darren, go! Go! Keep going! Oi, awesome! Hey! Now it's my turn.
Keep going. Cross. You're right. Yeah, I have that trouble too.
Yep, yep. Oh, the ground just wasn't there. It's that setting off to start with, that because it messes you up. Yep. Right, let's try that again and be on the pegs a bit better. Fail!
Go, go, go. Cross, keep going.
Yeah, it's on its sump. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah. I know I can do it. I know I could do it. I've just got to piece the pieces. Yeah. So that's how you do that bit. Easy bit. Nice. Awesome. Just like that.
Right. That's such a good bike.
Yeah, it's all in the bike.
Oh no, the camera's off. You want to do
Easy peasy now. Easy peasy. Just those first bits. Oh, I'm in the rut now. Oh yes. Oh, I should have had my goggles shut. Got loads of foliage in my eyes. There's a long ways come, yeah. He's got to walk all of that. I'm just taking point, not because I know where I'm going, but just because I was the lead bike once we'd all stopped messing around with our parking and stuff. But yeah, we're going along here for a little bit. I'm going to stop when it forks. I think I'm going left, but he could have said right, I don't know. But that was quite a struggle, that was. I know GoPros don't pick stuff out on film and all that sort of thing, so to you it possibly looked really easy, but it wasn't. To me, 2 goes to fail at it. I could do it. I know I can do it. I know I can do it. I would just need to get each piece right, and yeah, I couldn't in this occasion, but I reckon next time I come here I'll be able to if I'm on the same bike. But yeah, Darren, he was the most nervous about it, and I think he got the cleanest run up it. So well done, Darren. Thud. This is one of those deceptive ruts. I can feel the bike trying to ride up the side of it. Just got to keep the bike going where I want it to go, not let it decide where it wants to take me. I'm not utilising my stakes pegs very well. Had all the weight on my wrists then, which is silly schoolboy stuff. Awesome. This bike might be a lot lighter than my Aprilia, but it's still a workout riding it. Still a good old workout riding it. And I'm definitely glad for my summer gear. That is for sure. I think the textiles will be staying away now well and truly, unless it rains or something. Well, I'm really loving taking this bike out. I should ride it a lot more than I do. It's not as popular on the channel, but at the end of the day I ride for me, not for you lot. If you enjoy what I do, that's a win, that's a bonus, but I ride for me. Oh, nearly toppled. I'm taking this down to Devon soon, which should be blooming awesome. Should be blooming awesome indeed. Yeah, so my last trip down to Devon and Cornwall had me do a load of the Tet around Dartmoor Way and all that, which was fantastic fun. It was brilliant, I loved it, and that was on the Aprilia, and it did fantastically at it, but I did have to chicken out of a few lanes because I was solo and with a heavier bike. Whereas this time I'm not going solo and I am going with a heavier bike, but it's not me on the heavier bike. My guide is going to be riding a GS1250. Yeah, so the chap who's doing that, Epic Motorcycle Adventures is his channel. He's going to be showing me around the North Devon lanes on his GS1250, which will be brilliant. And he might be cheating going on this when he's on the big bike, but it just makes it a lot easier for me that I can load this in the back of the van and sleep in the van at the start of the first lane or something like that, and then he can meet me there. Whereas if I go on the Aprilia, I've got to bring tents and stuff, find a campsite, or a B&B even, so much more sense for me to do the van thing. And that is what I bought the van for, was to bring this bike around with me and explore the country. So if I don't do that with it, I'm kind of not utilising what I got the van for in the first place. Oh, that's a view. Nice. This is awesome. We've hardly come across any people at all on this this day's trail riding so far. I mean, we have found the odd people, a group of ramblers and stuff like that, but nothing mega like you do at the weekends. Oh, it's amazing what wearing summer kit makes to your body temperature and stuff as you're riding. Oh, I should really be on the other side of this lane. Got better visibility on this one at the moment now. Oh, lovely. Proper nice. Yeah, so that stuff's coming up. That's later in the year though. Is September time I'm going to be doing that, I think. Not sure when that video will come to the channel though. Oh yeah, here's a view. Right then, saddlebags, here is a gateway with a view, and quite a nice one too. That is a lovely house. That is a lovely house indeed. Wow. Proper pucker, eh? Proper pucker. Right, time for a bit of hydration. A little bit of a climb here. This bike is just so good. It just lugs up everything. I feel bad that I didn't get up that thing earlier on today. I really do, because I know the bike can do it and I know I could do it. I just need to string the bits together. But it's what it is, it's what it is. Gives me something to come back up here for, doesn't it? Gives me something to come back up here for and try again on it. But I don't think I want to try that in winter or when it's raining. Oh yeah. Feels weird kind of riding in places like this that are effectively middle of fields. But all very legal places to ride. That rut's moving me around a little bit, but it's all okay. It's all good. Another thing that I'm noticing by being on a lighter bike is my rotator cuff injury is far less of a problem, so I'm not wrestling the bike quite so hard. And that's really nice place to be, is knowing that I'm not wearing out my joints prematurely, at least on this bike. Right, it's nice going through this cool downhill section through the foresty bit here. This is lovely, it really is nice. and about to come out in the open again. But, pardon me. Lovely jubbly. So apparently we go down here into the farm and then through a gate. Through a gate, they say. It is a tad overgrown, and here's that gate, here's that gate. Oof. Oh, it's a bit tight. Oh, this is nice. A bit cosy through here. Oh, I don't know how much more of today we've got to go, but I do want to say a humongous thank you to Mick R1 and to Darren for showing me around their Kent lanes. Please don't take this as my closeout. I'm just saying, I don't know how much is left, so I just want to make sure I thank him before I do that closeout. Oh yeah! There's some nice trails here. Nice trails. Oh yeah, and fork. That way.
Yeah, I don't know, I've never been here.
Nice. All through. It's all very well having a lick on when you can see where you're going and what's around the corner, but if someone was coming the other way, I would not get through. Yeah, it's that way. I really should pay attention to which signs this council uses for what, rather than just using the words, because then I just get a quick glance from the arrow, but I can't even remember what colour it was that we were going by. But hey ho, whatever, we're going the right way. I'll tell you what, the time I've been struggling on the Aprilia, I feel has really paid off as far as helping me out on this bike. I just need to get the transference of skills going the other way as well. Can't believe we've not come across any other trail riders. There's a person, mate. A bicyclist. I definitely feel at home on these lanes. They're easy, that's why. Well, not easy, not all of them are easy. But what I mean is this sort of stuff here, the surface is just grand. And it does build your confidence. It really does build your confidence up. Wow, that's kind of weird. Oh, this is nice riding through here. Really nice. Alrighty, a little climb, a little climb. Oh, I don't mind if we do. Yeah, I think I would have massively regretted getting rid of this bike if I had. Although maybe I wouldn't, because I wouldn't remember how good it is to ride. Yeah, I don't know, but it would have been weird, because to replace this would cost me a lot of money, which I wouldn't get by selling it. So yeah, I made the right choice there. I do think I need to change around in the garage a bit with some of the other stuff though. Do need to change some of the other stuff around. Just need to sort my crap out, get organised. But what a day, this is amazing. really enjoying this trail. It's a bit scrabbly underneath, not like Yorkshire scrabbly, but just a little bit to let you know that there's some loose rocks underneath us. But the bike is so good. Woo. And thankfully no puncture from the van running my bike over. Oh, there's that rut. Don't want to go in that. Stay in the middle one. Ugh. Ugh, can't see. Here we go. Man, seriously. Yeah, I've got to stay on this side. And now I've lost my momentum. This bike is such a beast though. Oh, it's so good. So good. I forget how much pep it's got, because I do generally just trail ride at quite a gentle pace normally. And I feel like I've been going a little bit faster than I normally do today, or maybe it's just in comparison to how I ride the Aprilia, I don't know. Although the moment I get into these ruts that dink my confidence levels, yeah. Oh, get in the middle, stay in the middle. Just pointing and squaring and hoping there's nothing in the way. Oh, hang fire for a minute, let the others catch up. Ooh-wee. That was fun. I was always like, the middle rut is the scary one, but I fell into the left one, and then all of a sudden I just got surrounded by shrub. All good? Yeah. Hello, piggies. Oh, oink, oink. Oink, oink. Don't know if the camera saw them or not. Alrighty, well, anyway, I think we're going to find ourselves in a rutty little place in a minute. I've been told to use the middle rut, which I will do in a second. But apparently we've got to go down a hill first, or something along those lines. So yeah, I'll try and get in that middle rut in a minute. But in the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please do go and subscribe to those two channels. I'll put links at the end and down the bottom in the description. Yeah. Got completely distracted from my trying to close out this video. Oh, and now it's oh, the fun bits always come when you're trying to do something that your brain needs to be brainy for, like talking and breathing at the same time. Anyway, yes, go subscribe to their channels, and if you haven't done so already, give my channel a subscribe too. If you like the video, give it a little thumbs up. If you didn't, you can always give it a thumbs down. I don't mind at all. But please do drop in a comment. Grumble, come on bike, get up there, we go. Anyway, yes, please do drop in a comment. Love hearing from you. Right, dirty fly tipping bastards, are you all safe? Take care, and I shall catch you all in the next one. Bye bye for now. What a day.
Rubber side down. You know, you gotta keep that bike. Rubber side down.